Imagine selling a world-famous monument, not once, but twice. Welcome to the audacious world of Victor Lustig, the man who sold the Eiffel Tower. Now, let's dive into the most audacious scam in history. Picture the scene. Paris, the roaring 20s. The Eiffel Tower, a symbol of French pride, was supposedly up for sale. Lustig, a man of charm and eloquence, presented himself as a government official, convincing not one, but two wealthy scrap metal dealers that the iconic tower was to be dismantled and sold for scrap. Can you imagine the audacity, the sheer nerve of such a con? But here's the kicker: Lustig was so convincing, so utterly persuasive, that he managed to pull off this monumental scam not once but twice before anyone was the wiser. Yes, you heard it right. Victor Lustig sold the Eiffel Tower not once but twice. But how did he get there? Let's find out. Victor Lustig was born in 1890 in Hostina, a small town in what is now the Czech Republic. He was the son of the town's mayor, a position of respect and influence. Raised in a household of privilege, young Victor was afforded the luxury of a good education. However, it was clear from an early age that he was not interested in the traditional path of academics. His fascination lay not in textbooks but in human behavior, their weaknesses, their desires, and how he could exploit them. Victor had a knack for understanding people, for seeing the world not as it was, but as it could be. And so, he embarked on the path less traveled, the path of a con artist. His early ventures were small-time scams, petty deceptions that were more about honing his skills than making a fortune. He conned classmates out of their pocket money, tricked shopkeepers into giving him goods for free, and even managed to swindle his own father. But Victor Lustig was not content with being a small-time crook. He had grander visions. His ambitions led him to the bustling streets of Paris, where he graduated from petty scams to full-blown con jobs. He had a talent for manipulation, a gift for gab, and an uncanny ability to sell dreams. From petty scams to full-blown con jobs, Victor's life was a roller coaster ride of audacious plots and cunning deceptions. Victor Lustig was a master con artist, and his list of scams is as impressive as it is audacious. Let's dive into the world of this legendary swindler, shall we? Victor's journey as a con artist began with small scams, usually involving fake money or counterfeit jewelry. But it didn't take long for him to up his game. He was a quick learner, and he had a knack for making people believe whatever he wanted them to. One of his early notable scams was the Romanian box trick. Lustig would sell a small mahogany box with 2 slots, claiming it could duplicate any currency note. With a little theater and a prepared duplicate note, Lustig would convince his victims of its legitimacy, selling these boxes for as much as $30,000. But of course, Victor Lustig didn't stop there. He was always looking for the next big score, and he found it in Paris, in the form of the Eiffel Tower. In the early 20s, the Eiffel Tower was falling into disrepair and was becoming a burden on the city. Seeing an opportunity, Lustig posed as a government official and convinced a group of scrap metal dealers that the tower was being sold for scrap. He managed to sell the Eiffel Tower not once, but twice. Yes, you heard it right, twice. The first time, he fled with the money before the scam was discovered. The second time, his victim was too embarrassed to report the scam, allowing Lustig to escape once again. Throughout his career, Victor Lustig carried out numerous other scams, each more audacious than the last. He once convinced Al Capone, the infamous gangster, to invest $2,000 in a non-existent stock, only to return the money later and earn Capone's gratitude and a $5,000 reward. He also created a fake charity for the Notre Dame football team, taking in donations from unsuspecting fans. Victor Lustig's scams were not just audacious. They were meticulously planned and brilliantly executed. He was a true master of the art of deception. But as we'll see in our next scene, even the most skilled con artists can't outrun the law forever. Stay tuned as we delve into the end of Victor Lustig's notorious career. Like all good things, Victor Lustig's reign as the king of con artists had to come to an end. His audacious scams eventually caught up with him. It was the counterfeit money operation that finally tripped Lustig up. The Secret Service had been hot on his trail, and in 1935 they finally nabbed him. Incarceration was a stark contrast to the lavish lifestyle Lustig was accustomed to. Behind bars, there was no charm or wit that could save him. He spent the rest of his days at the Alcatraz Federal Penitentiary, a stark contrast to the glitz and glamour of his former life. The man who once duped the world with his charisma and cunning was now just another inmate. Victor Lustig's final act came in March of 1947. The mastermind behind some of the most audacious scams in history passed away due to pneumonia. Victor Lustig, the man who could sell the Eiffel Tower, died in prison, but his legend lives on. Victor Lustig may be gone, but his audacious scams continue to fascinate us. His legacy, a testament to human cunning and audacity, has permeated popular culture. References to his deeds can be found in movies, books, and even music, a testament to the lasting impact of his life. Lustig's life serves as a stark reminder of the dangers of greed and gullibility. His successful scams were built on the hopes and dreams of his victims, on their desire for quick riches and easy success. From this, we can learn the importance of skepticism and due diligence. His story also highlights the power of charisma and confidence. Lustig could convince people of the most outrageous claims simply because he believed in them himself. This teaches us the power of self-belief, even if we use it for more ethical purposes. Victor Lustig, the man who sold the Eiffel Tower, was a master con artist whose audacious scams continue to amaze and educate us. Remember, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is.